What's up, YouTube? Today's Wednesday. You know what that means. It's new comic book day. So today we're going to review my comics from last week. We're going to head to the LCS, pick up our new comics, and then we'll see what happens from there. Let's jump right into it. All right, couple quick things before we review last week's comics. I got two things to say, one piece of news, one thing to say, but let's get into it. So starting off, I wanted to say quick rest in peace to Gerry Conway. Gerry Conway, if you don't know, he's the creator of Punisher and Power Girl, and many other characters along the way. Yeah, he passed away earlier this week, so just a quick RIP to him, and he contributed a lot to comics, so definitely just wanted to share my condolences to him and his family. Next up, this Saturday, May 2nd, is Free Comic Book Day. If you guys don't know what that is, every Saturday, the first Saturday of every May is Free Comic Book Day. So what that means is you can go to your local comic book shop, you look it up, any local comic shop, most of them participate. I think if you go to freecomicbookday.com, you can see which ones participate. But you go there and they offer free comic books on this day specifically. So there's specific comic books that they offer. Not every comic book in the store is going to be free, but it's a great way to just get into comics and to check out new series if you wanted to and stuff like that. But I highly recommend, if you guys are interested in getting into comics or anything like that, I highly recommend checking out a local comic shop and checking out what they got for Free Comic Day. Usually they have sales going on too, so if you want to get something other than the Free Comic Book Day comics, I know this year there's not a lot of Absolute stuff. Last year they had a lot of the Absolute stuff, so if you're interested in like the Absolute stuff or anything like that, a lot of times they run sales and stuff on Free Comic Book Day, so if you want to pick anything additional up, you definitely can. So I highly recommend this Saturday, May 2nd, going to your local comic shop for Free Comic Book Day. I'll definitely be there. I'll probably be making a vlog as well that day, just because my local comic shop is usually packed for Free Comic Book Day, so it'll be pretty cool to show you guys around and show you that. So yeah, anyway, let's jump right into reviewing my comics. I got them right here, so let's just do it. No cuts or anything. Starting off, I think, let's see, how many I got it last week? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what I thought. So let's just do a quick review. We're going to start off, as always, and from the back to the front, saving my favorite for last. But this Flash issue doesn't mean that it was not great. This Absolute Flash issue 14, written by Jeff Lemire, art by Haining, and this issue was actually really, really fun. Wally and Linda were going through the mirror dimension. There's these evil mirror masters chasing them around. We get some explanation. Wally sees his dad in the speed point, and it kind of goes from there. Mirror Master and Wally make a deal. It was pretty cool. Great issue. I think I gave it like a 4.5 out of 5 on Comic Geeks. I gotta start checking that. Anyway, doesn't really matter what I gave it. It's still really good. Next up, In Your Skin, #1 by Aditya Baditkar and Sam on art. This was, warning, definitely 18 plus comic for anybody who might have been interested in reading it. Definitely 18 plus. It is not censored at all, and there's definitely some erotic scenes in there. But this was also very good. Very interesting stories for the first issue. This girl who's very obsessed with this Bollywood actress. Bollywood, much like K-pop and like K-dramas and stuff, has very much of like a idol culture and stuff like that. So it kind of follows that, and towards the end it gets very body horror-ish and very creepy. And so I'm very interested to see how this goes. This is 1 of 4 issues, so I definitely recommend checking this out if you guys get a chance, if you guys are into that horror, body horror type of stuff. Next up, we have Spider-Man Superman #1. I broke down the first story of this last week. Like I said, just because it's pretty low on the list Doesn't mean that I didn't like it. Everything last week just was very, very good. I enjoyed everything a lot last week. I think the top 3 from last week, which is coming up here, I all gave 5 out of 5 stars. They were so amazing. But anyway, this story, our collection of stories, was very good. Liked pretty much all of them. The art was all good throughout. Like I had just kind of explained last week, the crossover stuff is just not always my favorite. And so that's why it's a little bit lower on the list. But yeah, anyway, Spider-Man Superman was great. Next up, we have Corpse Night #1, written by Michael Chavez, art by Matthew Roberts. This was awesome. This was super, super cool. It follows this this guy and his daughter, and then these people come and they kill the dad, and the girl is praying over the grave, and there's a thunder strike, and the dad comes back to life as a zombie, and I guess that's the story we're following. The art was really good. It was pretty action packed, and I was super into the story. I really liked where it was going. So yeah, definitely recommend it. Corpse Night #1 was really good. Next up, we got Superman 37, written by Joshua Williamson, art by Dan Mora. This was awesome. I really enjoyed this issue. In this issue, we had Superboy Prime working at the comic shop, and it looks like this girl is hidden on him, but he's too oblivious to know. So he's just like, oh, why would I want to come back to your house and read comics when I have all the comics here at the comic shop? And that was pretty funny. He's dealing with some struggles. So he went to the Kent farm to have them, just talk with them, because they're always good emotional support. And they kind of just told him to just keep doing what he's doing. The Justice League sent like a watch team to come watch over him because of his evil past and his evil doings. But he's just trying to do his best. And yeah, it was just really good. I really enjoyed it. Like I said last week, I know a lot of people aren't the biggest fans of Superboy Prime, but so far I'm really enjoying this Primetime arc written by Joshua Williamson. So yeah, and finally, my #1 from last week, Absolute Wonder Woman #19, written by Kelly Thompson, art by Hayden Sherman. Absolutely awesome. In this, we had the fight between Zatara and Wonder Woman, and Zatanna and Zatara. They were fighting, not really fighting, but Wonder Woman used her Troika, her sacrifice whip, which put Zatara in a crossroads between where he had to pick between his daughter and his wife, and Zatanna came from the outside and saved him, pulled him out, but that left Diana in this dream world, and it was cool the way that they got her out. I won't really spoil the way they got him out, but I will say the way that Kelly Thompson is writing this, I don't know if you guys saw the interviews, but from Kelly Thompson and stuff, but I definitely believe Kelly Thompson is writing this Diana as some form of queer. I don't know whether it be bi or lesbian or what it be, but I really enjoy that. I think that is very cool. There's definitely some sort of relationship going on between Zatanna and Diana. If you guys have read this, you'll know what I'm talking about. Those couple of pages were pretty interesting. But anyway, this was my favorite from last week. That's what I read in single issues last week. One quick other thing I did want to go over. I did read Batman: The Dark Knight Returns. I started this at some point last week and finished this as well. This is one of the quintessential Batman stories. I mean, this is kind of what made Batman who he is in the modern day. Every modern take of Batman in movies is kind of based on this book. So it's, one of those that you kind of have to read. I'm just now getting around to reading it. And it was all right. I don't know. I feel kind of crazy for not not liking it as much as everyone else. It wasn't my favorite. I feel like the portrayal of Bruce was very interesting. It seemed like he was like enjoying hurting people, which I don't know. That's just not a portrayal of Bruce that I really like or am. I relate to, and then also the portrayal of Clark and Superman as just kind of a government lapdog was also interesting. But it's, you know, it's of the times. It was written in the 80s, I think 86, 87 this was written. And so, yeah, it just wasn't my favorite. But I do understand the historical value and the weight that this holds for Batman as a whole and Batman's whole history. This is the Batman comic. But yeah, I just wanted to give my opinion on that because I did finish reading that up last week as well. But yeah, I think now we're gonna head to the LCS and we'll see you there. Let's do it. All right, we have arrived at Lost World of Wonders, the greatest place on earth. Let's freaking do it. Someone buy this for me, please? That'd be awesome. All right, quick picked up half price books. Oh my goodness, I got a big old stack of books. So we're gonna see what we can get for it. Let's do it. This Absolute V for Vendetta is $50. We're gonna see how much we get from the books that I sold. I'm not sure if it's worth it. And Spider-Man #1. Graded 9.8. That's pretty cool. Behind it, it's Batman 135. Interesting. All right, we're back from the LCS and half price books. First, let's go over what I got from the LCS, my pulls for the week. I actually only had one pull, and then since I was there, I was like, you know what, let me grab these two since they came out. So the one pull from this week that I actually had on my pull list was Zatanna #1. Super excited for this series. Written, drawn, colored, inked, all of it by Jamal Campbell. He's the only credit on this book. I think he's going to be doing arcs where he's doing everything, and then he's going to have an artist on some arcs so he can have a break. But I really liked the Zatanna miniseries that they did last year or late 2024. I can't really remember when they came out. I think it was last year. And so, yeah, I'm excited for Jamal Campbell to keep going with his Zatanna saga. I really like how he writes her, and I think Zatanna's a cool character. So, yeah, excited for that one. Next up, we have Batman Wonder Woman Truth, I think is what this is called. Written by Jeff Loeb, art by Jim Chung. This is, I guess, spinning off of Hush 2, Hattush, if you will. I think Hush 1 is mid. I think Hush 2 was a complete mess and really not worth anyone's time reading besides for the Jim Lee art. And I hope Jim Lee's getting better. If you guys didn't see, the reason why Hush 2 has been so delayed is because Jim Lee has been dealing with some health problems. So this is spinning out of Hush 2. Jim Chung art is really, really pretty. It's a Batman Wonder Woman book written by Jeff Loeb, who is as of recently. So we'll see how it goes, but I think it's only like 4 issues, so I'll pick it up and just see what it is. I'm really picking it up for the art more than anything. Last up, we have Justice League Unlimited Intergalactic Special. Yeah, Justice League Intergalactic Special. That's what they're calling this. This is written by Nicole Maines. The art is by Bon Vion, I believe, or Moore, or Travis Moore. There might be 2 different stories in here. Not 100% sure. Just picking this up, like I said, because I really didn't have much else to pick up today. So I got this because there's even really nothing coming out digitally this week. So I'm going to be pretty bored. So I got this. Then if you saw, I also stopped at Half Price Books to drop off some books that I wasn't going to read. And so now I got like 25 bucks for those books. I shouldn't have said bucks. $25 for those books. And then I got a couple of things. Starting off, I got this Doobie Brothers vinyl. I like a couple of songs off of this album, and I didn't want to pay full price for a reprinting of this album. I don't necessarily know what pressing of this album is, but I got it for $8. Yeah, if you guys don't know, I do collect records as well. I have a big collection over there. If you guys want to see that one day, let me know in the comments, and I can definitely show you guys my record collection. But yeah, I got this for $8. The disc itself was in good condition, so I thought I would just grab it while I was at Half Price Books. And then also, we have Witches Volume 1 by Scott Snyder, art by Jock. If you can see, only $5 right there. So this is kind of a no-brainer. Haven't read this yet. Only thing I've really read from Scott Snyder is Absolute Batman. So excited to see what else he has. I think this is like a horror book, I'm pretty sure. I've heard good things about it. So definitely excited to check this out. But with that being said, I think we can go ahead. Let's read Zatanna #1. Why not? That's probably what I'm most excited for this week. So let's get this read, and I'll hit you guys with a quick review. Let's do it. All right, it is time to tap into Zatanna #1 by Jamal Campbell. Let's do it. That's awesome. All right, that was Zatanna #1. Let's give it a quick review. I really liked it. It was really fun. The art was pretty good. Not pretty good. The art was great. Jamal Campbell always kills it on the art, especially Zatanna. He understands the world of Zatanna and just how to capture the magic and everything like that. Yeah, this was really good. I really enjoyed this. Zatanna was in this village. First off, Zatanna has become the prime Magnus. She's like the ruler of all magic, essentially. And spoiler alert, at least I know that's pretty. Everyone kind of knows that based off the solicits, if you've seen the solicits. But spoiler alerts going forward. She goes. Let me try to find just one good spread for you guys. She goes and there's this village that's been kind of possessed. Here's the spread that I wanted to show you guys. Look at that. Boom, that spread by Jamal Campbell is just absolutely awesome. But this village is like possessed by these like flower people. She goes, she checks it out, she deals with it, and then the DEO is like in a helicopter watching her, and she sees the DEO. She teleports up to their helicopter. She talks to them, and she finds out that the DEO has set up like a league of occult affairs, essentially. So researching all things magic and everything, which is kind of Zatanna's realm and everything. So that is kind of what's going on. It's a kind of a good setup for the first issue, and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, that was Zatanna #1. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have made it this far, please make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. It would really help me out. Leave the video a like. Comment if you guys have any suggestions. Like I said, if you guys want me to make a video on my vinyl collection or just anything else in general that you guys might want me to make a video on, just let me know. But yeah, I really appreciate it. You guys, I hope you have a great rest of your week. I'll probably see you guys on Saturday for Free Comic Book Day. And it might not be a super long vlog. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'll see you guys then. All right. Peace out.